is a thing of the past. It's the Commanders and the Titans, just ahead on EA Sports.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup here in Week 3 between the Washington Commanders and the Tennessee Titans. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at Week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
On 1st and 10, Russell. Throw right side, caught by Winslow. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Russell got a man, and he hits him in stride. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a throw here to his running back. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Off play action. Russell. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. So they'll likely get a few more drives before we see the second team, but a good start for the first unit with 3 points.
Yeah, good start, and now they want to see them build on it because you're exactly right. They'll get a few more drives at this stage of the preseason. Can they continue to evolve and add to what we just saw in the first drive? So
the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
You want to talk about a driven player, partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
They go play action here on first down. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2nd and 11 at the 41. Looking to throw. Morris. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And 6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. Back to throw. Morris escaping the pressure right. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. On now is the Titans punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Russell. He finds his man. Complete. That's Peterson. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw. Russell. Now they go screen. It's complete. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available, Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jennings. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. On 3rd down, Russell. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Back to throw. Russell. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Bobby Brown. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Russell throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Russell. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Washington going to send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Morris. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. He got 29 yards that time. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Morris. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. And Davis with it left side.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll look to throw again. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On now is the Titans punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Returnable here from the 38. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Russell. And he will find Winslow. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. From the gun on 3rd down. Russell. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Russell. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Russell. And that'll be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Russell. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Bobby Brown able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
I remember when I was a kid, all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And his kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. Throwing to start the drive. Morris. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses. Catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Morris throwing on first down. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, a next-gen stat says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Chase Young. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
On now is the Titans punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. Dancing away at the 35. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing to start the drive. Russell. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Russell. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Russell. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now here's the call. Now on 4th down, is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Titan football. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Morris. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now Morris to throw on 2nd down. That pass taken in by Burks. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Morris now on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down. Back to throw. Morris. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
The Commanders back out late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Throwing on 1st down. Russell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on 2nd down. Russell, a quick throw, but incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Russell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 1st down, Russell. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Russell. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend, and then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. And meanwhile, for the Titans, they, too, didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty hard to get them line in this game. They got some time. Running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Morris. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Morris. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw is Morris. To throw on 3rd down. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. First chance for the Commanders' offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Steps away to his left. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Under pressure, they got him again. Chase Young in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But
this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. To throw on 2nd down. Russell. This one caught by Winslow. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. From the gun on 3rd down. Russell. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into a touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Commanders take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code. Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it. And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone. Yeah, they did. It worked. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out come the Titans now. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now. Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
Ball start.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Off play action. Morris. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Trying to run for it with Pollard. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Here's Morris on 1st and 10. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Morris. That's caught. Left side is Burks. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Morris. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. 2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. Swinging this out for Pollard. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Morris. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Looking to throw. Morris. And his throw is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On the draw, it's Pollard. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Morris. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Titans get a bit closer.
So that, Charles, their first score of the ballgame, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And it's 17-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. Don't like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Finding room at midfield. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville.
It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Hasn't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 16.
This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a 1st down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Tennessee offense set to go again.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On 1st and 10, Porter. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bowman.
Complete to number 23. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Porter. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They'll run on 1st down. McDonald, and he'll bring this one inside the 35.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Up the middle they go.
It's Bowman. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Throwing on 1st down. Porter. Over the middle, complete. It's Bowman.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
It's the pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw on 2nd down. Porter. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Porter. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
The Commanders' offense set to take over. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They start the drive with Jennings. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Owens finding Green complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Here's Jennings. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one 28 yards on the ground. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, in this part of the game, the fourth quarter, this is where a running back really has a chance to shine. This is what they've been training for, to take over the game down the stretch. The defense, it's been battered all game long. And here, this is just a case of a runner imposing his will and deciding he didn't want to be tackled right there.
It's a jet sweep. They get it to Green. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Drops it off in the flat to Jennings. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Looking to throw on second down. Owens. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Owens. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown from 8 yards out. And the Commanders have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers you would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 3rd and 2, Porter. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bowman. And he will have a Titans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Porter. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Porter had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. On 3rd down, Porter. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Porter. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Porter. And that is incomplete.
And that's another part of this game. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
So a victory here for the Commanders. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.